Hi gamers, I'm DK, and welcome to Libang Pagong Gaming Channel. The PlayStation Store summer sale is currently ongoing. In this episode, we will share 10 games with huge discounts of 90% that are currently on sale on PSN. Please hit that subscribe button for more videos like this. Let's get it on. Enjoy! XCOM 2 is a 2016 turn-based tactics video game developed by Firaxis Games and published by 2K Games. It is the sequel to 2012's XCOM Enemy Unknown and takes place 20 years after the first game. Earth has changed and is now under alien rule. As a player facing impossible odds, you must rebuild XCOM and ignite a global resistance to reclaim the world and save humanity. Players take command of the Avenger, an alien supply craft converted to XCOM's mobile headquarters. You decide where to guide your strike team, how to grow popular support, and when to combat enemy counter operations. There are 5 soldier classes, each with skill tree, and you can create specific soldiers for your tactical plan. There is also a diverse cast of enemies with distinct tactical challenges. You can use your scientists and engineers to research, develop, and upgrade weapons and armor to fit your preferred tactics. Lastly, you must go on missions around the world with virtually infinite combinations of maps, missions, and goals. The game studio Arc System Works and Cygames are teaming up to bring the Grand Blue Fantasy universe to the home console in an action-packed head-to-head fighter. Featuring a colorful cast of their most popular crew members, each with a unique fighting style that is easy to learn but hard to master. The game is sure to appeal to fans of Grand Blue lore and fighting games alike. A balanced and varied cast of combatants is ready to duke it out, each with its fighting styles and dazzling skills. Whether it's the well-rounded Catalina, the long-range specialist Perry, or the dual-blade wielder Lancelot, there is a character and style to suit almost anyone's taste. The game also has a gorgeous 2.5D style world accompanied by memorable melodies. The game also includes an RPG mode that features an all-new original story told through beautifully rendered cutscenes. You can play solo or team up with a friend to fight waves of enemies in thrilling action RPG combat. Shadow Tactics is a hardcore tactical stealth game set in Japan around the Edo period. You take control of a team of deadly specialists and must seek in the shadows between dozens of enemies. You must choose your approach when infiltrating mighty castles, snowy mountain monasteries, or hidden forest camps. The available actions are varied, such as setting traps, poisoning your opponents, or completely avoiding enemy contact. The group is composed of very different personalities, and working together as a team seems impossible at first. Throughout many missions, trust is won and friendships are made within the team. The characters develop their dynamic and each member will have to face their demons. The player has to carefully evaluate options to master the challenging missions and must take into consideration if the characters behave as a team. The players must also select the best equipped for each task and how they can master the given missions. You must come up with ingenious tactics to vanquish enemies and complete missions. Tennis World Tour is a tennis video game developed by Breakpoint Studio and published by Big Ben Interactive. In this game, you can play as one of the 30 of the best players in the world, including Federer, Kerber, and Wawrinka. You can make all the shots used in modern tennis carefully reproduced in the game using motion capture technology. There are 18 types of courts: hard, clay, grass, and more. Each surface of the court affects the playing conditions. You can also create your player and experience a career worthy of a professional. To win, you must decide what strategy to adopt for each match and use your skill cards to defeat your opponents. Rock of Ages 3 Make and Break is a competitive tower defense racing video game developed by Ace Team and published by Modus Games. The players build boulders and roll them into enemy gates as fast as they can. Once they break through, they want to squish everything. This seemingly simple task is made more difficult because both sides pepper each other's lanes with traps, obstacles, and defense. Unlike the first 2 games in the series, the game lets players make different courses that are conquered during competition. You can build defense and race to destroy your opponents in up to 4-player online multiplayer or head-to-head in 2-player split-screen action. You You can crash your way through everything in your path as fast as you can in 6 distinct arcade game modes with every 20 sunny boulders. You can also defend your base in the new Boulder Avalanche, perfect your rolling skills in the fragile Humpty Dumpty mode, race the clock in time trials, or create your unique gameplay with the creator for hundreds of hours of fun. Gravel is a 2018 racing video game developed by Milestone, SRL, and published by Milestone and Square Enix. The game revolves around competing in a racing television program called Off-Road Masters. You must take part in the crazy Off-Road Masters show and travel around the world, discovering a wide variety of challenges and locations. You can enjoy 4 different disciplines and drive the most powerful vehicles for any type of off-road terrain. You are a newcomer on the path to being the new Off-Road Master. In addition, each player must earn stars to move on to the next challenge. The casual driving dynamics are easy enough to pick up, but the racing itself is surprisingly plain and basic. From the creators of cult classic Nightmare House 2 comes an imaginative, psychological horror experience that challenges your expectations and ushers you through the deepest corners of your mind. As you awake in the corridors of an inexplicable building, you find the environment takes on a life of its own and leads you to discover a series of victims, all exposed to the same experimental therapy. In your search for answers, bizarre visions emerge and introduce a host of imposing horrors. With your sanity in question, you rely on your instinct and a cat named Tonya. The game is a witty first-person psychological horror with frenetic puzzles, unique boss fights, and original music by The Living Tombstone. Explore and fight through a series of unsettling memories as a journey within the inner workings of the one place you cannot seem to escape, your mind. Pull on your boots, fire up your tractor, and cultivate success in Real Farm, the most immersive agricultural simulator around. Go from farmhand to agricultural A-list in career mode or cultivate the role of an established farmer in pre-mode. You can explore a stunning open world, bringing to life the American countryside in 60 FPS splendor. Concentrate on crops, livestock, or you can do both, growing your cash and reputation as you go. Acquire land, manage stock, and drive and maintain the most powerful farm vehicles available. Reap the best prices in the marketplace, but watch your competitors as their actions will affect the economy in real time. From business challenges to pastoral playgrounds, Real Farm cultivates the life, the rewards, and the natural beauty of modern agriculture. Ken Follett's The Pillars of the Earth is a point-and-click adventure video game developed and published by the German studio Daedalic Entertainment. It is based on the award-winning 1989 novel of the same name, which was adapted as a video game across 21 playable chapters. The game follows the principles of a classic point-and-click adventure. The user controls one of the 3 main characters as they travel across highly detailed backgrounds as the plot continues. The player can hover over objects or characters to bring up an interaction menu with look, talk, and use options. The player can highlight an interactive portion of the world, such as objects, by clicking a button. This shows different color indicators for objects, characters, and travel points. The game also features an inventory screen. Objects gathered from the world are stored in the character's backpack, which is then used in the world when combined with other items to solve puzzles and advance the story. In addition, the game includes mini-games where characters interact in real time with some element in their environment. Enkodja is a point-and-click adventure game set in a dystopian future. It has the setting and atmosphere of Blade Runner and the humor and game style of Monkey Island. You can explore the dark cyberpunk world of the game in 2.5D with 2 playable characters. You can interact with over 34 plus non-player characters that bring the world of Enkodja to life and provide a varied and exciting story. The journey will take you to more than 100 locations where there is a lot to explore and discover. The game is set in Neo Berlin 2062. The story revolves around Tina, a 9-year-old orphan who lives with Sam 53, her big and clumsy robot guardian, in a rooftop makeshift shelter in Neo Berlin, a dark megalopolis controlled by corporations. The plot is about a little girl who discovers that her father left her an important mission to finish his plan to save the world from grayness. Tina and Sam embark on an incredible adventure across different realities full of bizarre robotic creatures and grotesque human beings. Through puzzles and exciting dialogues, you'll find out the true meaning of being alive through the eyes of the characters. That concludes today's episode. Be sure to check out our other videos for more gaming content and recommendations. We hope to see you in the next one. Happy gaming!